Apple is reinvigorating growth again following the launch of a new line of iPhones and the release of its Apple Intelligence, which incorporates AI into its products and services. So, a lot of investors are growing more interested in Apple stock. And so, this video, I wanted to elaborate a little bit on the latest developments at Apple. So, let's take a look.
I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.
Tim Cook, Apple CEO, highlighted the conference call, speaking to the company's latest developments, saying that revenue of $95 billion in the September quarter was a record, and it was up 6% from the same time last year. iPhone grew in every geographic segment, which is a big deal because iPhone had been struggling, especially in China. So it's good to see that it grew in every geographic segment. Further, the services segment set an all-time record with revenue up 12% year over year. Remember, Apple's services segment is more than twice as profitable as the hardware segment. Apple likes to get you into the ecosystem with the iPhone and then wants to sell you services like Apple Music, Apple TV Plus, iCloud subscriptions, Apple Care, etc. Those services are much more profitable than the iPhone is. But once you get an iPhone, you're much more likely to buy all of Apple's other products, including services, other wearables like the watch or AirPods. And so it really gets you into the ecosystem and makes you stick around long term. Apple recently launched the latest Apple Vision Pro to customers in February. At close to $3,000, this product right now is out of reach for the broad market, but it's gaining traction, and most importantly, developers are beginning to develop apps for this product. And as the ecosystem improves and as manufacturing expands and the learning curve develops, Apple can begin to offer this product at lower price points, making it more available and more interesting to a larger set of consumers worldwide. Too early to tell the success of this product. For now, it's off to a slow launch, but it could be an exciting incremental product for Apple that generates potentially billions of dollars in revenue for the company. And in June, they announced Apple Intelligence, which is a personal intelligence system. This was long overdue from Apple. Siri has been disappointing from Apple. And so they needed an update, and it's good to see that they are working on this. I haven't yet seen the benefits of this. I have an iPhone myself. I haven't seen the bulk of the benefits from this just yet. However, I do see improvements in some of the services on the phone, and it'll be a breath of fresh air to see an improved personal assistant on the iPhone. So the first set of features are already available in the US. They're going to launch more features in December with more powerful writing tools, new intelligence features, visual intelligence features built on Apple Intelligence, and a ChatGPT integration. So buyers of the latest iPhones are eagerly awaiting these latest updates. So a couple of years ago, when I was still writing at The Motley Fool and I wasn't yet on YouTube making videos about stocks, I was writing about stocks at that time. I talked about how the health segment is a huge long-term opportunity for Apple. And this was a segment I had been bullish on years ago, seeing the potential of devices like the Apple Watch and the AirPods and other wearables, seeing how they could potentially improve our health by providing us, monitoring our data, and providing us with insights into our health. And the Watch OS is now adding some more of those features. They added some new health features and fitness insights to users, including sleep apnea notifications, which help to alert people with a potentially serious but often undiagnosed condition. So this is difficult to be diagnosed with sleep apnea. The test for this is incredibly cumbersome. You have to wear all these machines and devices, and doctors don't often know when to offer this test for people. And so this does go undiagnosed for a long time for a lot of people. And if you have the Apple Watch and it does monitor your sleep, I do have the Apple Watch and it monitors the sleep really well. And it can identify when there are some disruptions to your sleep and potentially inform you of potential sleep apnea. And that's just the beginning of some of these health benefits. I think Apple's just scratching the surface here. There are many more opportunities, including for the AirPods, which now the AirPods Pro 2 come with hearing protection, hearing test, and hearing aid features. So with the AirPods Pro 2, you can, if you've had a test for hearing before and you're one of the people unfortunately with hearing loss, you can upload your test, your hearing test, and Apple will automatically adjust the AirPods Pro 2 in a way that incorporates your hearing test, and you can use AirPods Pro 2 as hearing aid. You can have some hearing aid features. And so just two uh, benefits here, huge benefits for these people that could potentially have these ailments. And I think this is just the beginning. I think longer term, there's going to be so many more breakthroughs in this category, and Apple's in a great position to benefit from these health improvements. So one unfortunate thing from Apple is the CFO is transitioning to a new role with Apple, and this will be the final time the CFO is joining the conference call. So Luca Maestri has been an excellent CFO at the company. Generally, unless there's errors being made by management, I like to see continuity in senior management at a company. When there's change at the top, it's usually unfavorable because the new management has to come in, has to get on board with everything that's going on. You don't know if they're going to be as successful as the previous senior management team. And so unless there is some major mistakes being made by senior leadership, I like to see leadership continuity. And so when there's disruption at the top, when there's change at the top, it's usually undesirable. I prefer these managers stick around for very, very long times. But I understand they have other choices. They want to move on. They want to do other things with their life. It's understandable. And the CFO will be moving on. However, in the CFO's last conference call, he talked about the installed base of active Apple devices reached an all-time high across all products and geographic segments. So this means iPhone, this means iPad, this means Mac computers, Apple Watch, all-time record highs on the installed base, thanks to very high levels of customer satisfaction and loyalty, and a large number of customers who are new to our products. And I know many of you have already read my book, judging by the surprisingly positive sales numbers I've seen from my book. And you will have noticed that one of the 6 steps in my 6-step investing framework that I talk about there is the customer value proposition. That means a lot in my investing framework is how customers feel about the products of the company. Do they feel like they're getting a good value? Because if they do, if they feel like they're getting a good to great value, they're going to keep coming back for more, and return customers are much more profitable than new customers to a business. So with Apple, that's what you're getting a lot of. You're getting customers, you're getting products that have satisfaction ratings of 95, 96% and above across the board. And that's great news for Apple stock investors. And the company's profit margin is excellent. Gross profit margin of 46.2% came in at the higher end of the company's forecast in the latest quarter. So really exciting things happening at Apple. It's good to see the iPhone return to growth. That's the core of the ecosystem. But they've got incremental new products and new things going on here with Apple Intelligence and other products here that could provide a boost to the growth of this massive tech giant. Hey everyone, so many of you have been asking about my investing strategy, and I'm excited to announce that I've written a book that's available for sale now that describes my 6-step investing framework for evaluating stocks. I've added the link in the description below.